You don't wake up one day unbreakable. You crawl through failure. You bleed through setbacks. You spend nights staring at the ceiling, wondering why it all slipped through your fingers. You had dreams, big ones, and you watched them crumble. Maybe it was bad luck. Maybe it was your fault. Doesn't matter now, because broken dreams are the ashes you rise from. They're the furnace that burns the weakness out of you. You lost something? Good. Now lose the fear too. You can't run from pain. You either let it bury you, or you learn to carry it. And when you do, when you stop being afraid of it, that's when you change. You were told to be realistic, told to play it safe, take the stable road. And now here you are. Safe. Number lost. Because the truth is, living without purpose hurts worse than failing at it. You remember when you still believed in yourself? Before life taught you how to quit. You've spent so long running from disappointment you forgot what hope feels like. But it's still there. Beneath the doubt, beneath the scars. It's waiting for you to get back up. You're not weak because you broke. You're human, that's all. The weak ones are the ones who never come back. But you're still here, still breathing, still bleeding. Good. That means you've got one more shot. Now take it. You think strength is something you're born with? No. Strength is built, not in gyms or medals or perfect lives. It's built in silence, when you're crying at 3 a.m. and no one's coming to save you. Your dream shattered. So what if life didn't go the way you planned? That's not the end. That's the invitation. An invitation to rise not as who you were, but as who you were meant to become. There's a man you haven't met yet. He lives on the other side of the pain you keep running from. He doesn't care what people say. He doesn't beg for approval. He doesn't shrink himself to fit into boxes built by cowards. He builds. He bleeds. He becomes. Most people don't change. They break once and never come back. But not you. You weren't built to crumble. You were built to endure. That agony you feel, that's the forge. That's where you sharpen your soul. It's brutal, it's dark, it's lonely. But that's where men like you are made. Not in applause, not in comfort, but in the moments no one claps for. In the pain no one sees. So don't pray for it to be easy. Pray for strength to carry the weight. Pray for wisdom to learn from the failure. Pray for the courage to step back into the arena when you've got nothing left. Because that's when it happens. That's when everything changes, when you keep going. Not because you think you'll win, but because you refuse to be the kind of man who quits. That's what makes you dangerous. The dream may have broken, but from the shards, you're building something better, something stronger. A man who knows what loss tastes like, what humiliation feels like, and still walks with his head high. Not because he won, but because he refused to stay defeated. So go ahead, fall again, get laughed at again, break again, and then stand back up one more time, and again, until the man who once doubted himself becomes the man no one dares to doubt. You are not your pain. You are what you do after it. So rebuild yourself from the wreckage, piece by painful piece. Because broken dreams don't destroy real men. They build unbreakable ones. Let me tell you something that nobody wants to hear. Sometimes your best won't be enough. You'll give everything you've got and it still won't work out. You'll train harder, stay longer, bleed more than the rest, and life will still hand you failure like it's your birthright. But you don't rise because you're guaranteed victory. You rise because something deep inside you refuses to kneel. This world, it breaks people. It breaks their hope, their heart, their fight, piece by piece, day by day, until all that's left is a shell that used to believe in something. But those who endure the breaking, who walk through the wreckage of their dreams and dare to dream again, those men become legends. You see, the greatest men in history weren't born strong. They were betrayed, they were doubted, they were laughed at, beaten down, left behind, and they almost gave up. Almost, but they didn't. Because greatness doesn't grow in victory. It grows in the moments you have every reason to quit. But you choose to take one more step. That's what separates the man who tried from the one who became. You're going to wake up one day, broken in places you didn't even know could break. You're going to look at yourself and wonder how the hell you ended up here. How it all slipped through your fingers. And in that moment, you'll have a choice, not between success or failure, not between winning or losing, but between staying down or standing the hell back up. No glory, no applause, no lightning bolt from the sky. Just you, bleeding, tired, ashamed, choosing to keep going anyway. That choice, that invisible, quiet, private decision, that's what builds an unbreakable man. Let them call you obsessed. Let them say you're delusional. Let them mock your dreams and bet against you. Then to the bottom, you've tasted the dirt. You've screamed into the void, and still you rise. Not the same man who started this journey, but one who knows what it costs and chooses to pay it anyway. Because broken dreams don't end you. They awaken you. They show you what matters. They show you who you really are. So let the dream die and let the man be born. Not a perfect man, not a famous man, but a man who walks through fire and keeps walking until the flames bow before him. A man who was broken but refused to stay that way. An unbreakable man, forged from failure, tempered in rejection, and built from the pieces of everything that tried to destroy him. You, yes you, are that man.